So the difference between spirituality and religion is spirituality encourages you to follow the spirit. And you might call it different words like intuition, but spirituality leads you to a direct knowing of the truth. So you don't have to be dependent on books or organization or it's so in essence you could say it's less rigid because the goal is not to believe something. The goal is to directly know something so you don't have to believe. For example, a dear friend of mine, Lynn, this guy has a heart of gold. He's wise, he's funny. I don't believe Lynn has a heart of gold. I don't believe he's wise and funny. I know it. I've directly experienced it. So I don't have to go around thinking to myself or trying to convince myself or anyone else, but that's maybe a side topic. Like Lynn has a heart of gold. Lynn is wise. Lynn is funny. I know it. That knowing lives within me. The goal of a true spiritual path is to get you to the place of knowing where you don't rely on dogmas or beliefs. Like it's okay to have dogmas and beliefs, and in my experience, they can be like kind of training wheels. But that's where religion and spirituality part ways. Religion pledges its allegiance and gives its authority to unproven ideas, to dogmas, and in fact says it's dangerous to even challenge those dogmas. Now, depending on the religion, there can even be negative consequences for challenging the dogmas, right? You know, I was raised in Christianity and you're threatened with hell. You're threatened with eternal torture if you disagree with the ideology. Of course, earlier in Christian history, like you could be killed. You could be branded a heretic and killed for the wrong ideology. Islam, too, has a pretty violent history of trying to control and conquer. That's what religion does. That's why religion is toxic. Not every aspect of religion is toxic, but that particular component of teaching people to give their obedience and authority to an organization, a book, or an ideology, and not to the truth itself, not to truth itself, which is beyond all dogmas and ideas. Spirituality is all about encouraging a direct knowing and encouraging dependence on, what do you call it, source or love or higher self, on the actual reality. Whereas religion is all about creating dependence on the group, the ideology, the book, and the, quote, leaders.